Welcome back. Kashmiri pundits have had enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Rahul Bhatt's death is a reckoning. Today, the entire community has taken to the streets. They want justice, and they have made it clear there will be zero tolerance for those people like Mehbooba Mufti who respond with hollow words and fake sympathies, but whose actions actually end up promoting terrorism in Kashmir. Let's debate.
A son, a husband, a father was lost when Rahul Bhatt was killed. The only cries are for justice. The only demand is safety for Kashmiri Pandits.
आज राहुल भट्ट है, कल कोई दूसरा होगा, परसों कोई दूसरा होगा। तो जिस हिसाब से ये चल रहा है, ये अभी इतना जल्दी खत्म नहीं होने वाला है। तो जब तक ये क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेररिज्म पूरा खत्म नहीं होगा, तब तक कश्मीरी पंडितों को वापस नहीं भेजना चाहिए और सिक्योरिटी रहना चाहिए। जो भी वहाँ पे कश्मीर में जो एक्सोडस के दौरान वापस नहीं, जहाँ पे माइग्रेट नहीं हुए जम्मू में।
Enough Kashmiri Pandit blood has been spilled.
पहले हमारे 3000 लोगों को इन्होंने मौत के घाट वहाँ पर उठाया। 89 से शुरू कर दिया, टिकलाल टुबलू से शुरू कर दिया, बाद में प्रेमनाथ भट्ट को मार दिया गया। उसके बाद में जितने लीडर्स हैं उनको मार गया। नीलकोट गंजू हमारे जज हो, उसको मार दिया गया। सरला गंजू उसको मार दिया गया। आर से चेरा गया और उसके बाद में हमारा पलायन हो गया। 5 लाख लोगों का वहाँ से पलायन हो गया। उसकी जिम्मेवार भी यही है, वहाँ के पॉलिटिशियन जिम्मेवार है।
They now want a zero tolerance approach. But Mehbooba Mufti is busy trying to giving communal color even to this.
जहां मरकजी सरकार अपनी नाकामियां छुपाने के लिए हिंदू मुसलमानों को आपस में लड़ाने का खेल खेल रही है, इकट्ठे रहने वाले लोग एक सेक्युलर स्टेट है, पूरे मुल्क को मैसेज दे ताकि मुल्क में जो इस वक्त सरकार है उनको मुसलमानों को बदनाम करने का मौका ना मिले।
Omar Abdullah is reluctant to call out Pakistan for the attack. Kashmiri Pandits have had enough. Enough of the lip service. Enough of the hypocrisy.
महबूबा मुफ्ती ने बोला था कि यहाँ भारत का झंडा कोई नहीं उठाएगा 370 के बाद। हम माइनॉरिटी जो हिंदूज हैं उन्होंने भारत का झंडा वहाँ खड़ा रखा है और इस पे वी आर प्राउड ऑफ इट। बट उसी का खामियाजा ये भुगतना पड़ रहा है कि हमारे बच्चे एक एक करके चुन चुन के मारे जा रहे हैं। आज ये हुआ, 2 महीने पहले कुछ और था और दिस विल नॉट बी द लास्ट एंड आई विल रिक्वेस्ट दीज पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स हु हैव कम हियर, विल दे गिव एश्योरेंस दैट दिस इज द लास्ट हिंदू किलिंग इन कश्मीर? विल दे गिव इट इन राइटिंग? लिप सर्विस नहीं चलेगी।
This is a reckoning. There will only be zero tolerance.
And viewers, within 24 hours, our forces have eliminated 3 terrorists who were involved in the killing of Rahul Bhatt. And I want Wakar Bhatti to start by saying today, Ashok Pandit, I want Wakar Bhatti, president of the Jammu and Kashmir socio-political activist movement, I want him to start by saying that he's very happy that those who killed Rahul Bhatt have been eliminated. I first want him to say that, and then I will ask him for the next thing I want him to say. Wakar Bhatti, can you hear me? Okay, Iftikhar Misgar. Yeah, you can hear me?
मेरे से पूछा आपने?
या आपसे पूछा मैंने।
हाँ मुझे।
आप बोलिए, अशोक पंडित को बोलिए।
जी।
आप अशोक पंडित को बोलिए कि ये टारगेटेड किलिंग हिंदू, कश्मीरी हिंदू पे, एक मिनट यार, रिलैक्स। Was it a targeted killing on a Hindu or not? Was Rahul Bhatt killed or not because he was a Hindu? Point number 1. Just say that. Yeah.
यस यस
Was he killed?
सर पहली बात है कि टारगेट किलिंग हो या ना हो,
या हो या ना हो की बात नहीं है भाई, डोंट इधर उधर की बात मत करिए। मैं कोई इधर उधर की बात आपसे नहीं कर रहा, है ना। हो या ना हो इज नॉट माय काइंड ऑफ अप्रोच। आई एम आस्किंग यू, वाज राहुल भट्ट किल्ड बिकॉज ही वाज अ हिंदू और नॉट? आपको बोलने में तकलीफ क्या हो रही है?
नहीं तो मुसलमान भी तो एक मारा गया, उसके लिए आपको बात करते हुए तकलीफ क्यों हो रही है?
नहीं, मुझे कोई तकलीफ नहीं हो रही है। मैंने पूरे दिन रिपोर्टिंग भी की है, मैंने पूरी दिन रिपोर्टिंग भी की है। आपसे मुझे कुछ सीखने की जरूरत नहीं। मैं जो पूछ रहा हूं आप बताइए।
मैं टेररिज्म ने मारा उसको,
ये पॉलिटिकल टेररिज्म है। किस तरह इसको पॉलिटिकल टेररिज्म कैसे कहते हैं? तो नो 1 मिनट। सो अशोक, आर यू सीइंग वकार भट्टी इज द टिपिकल हिपोक्रेट। ये उस तरह के डबल फेस्ड इंसान है। ही कैन नॉट इवन से on my program that Rahul Bhatt was killed because he was a Kashmiri Hindu. इनको कहने में तकलीफ हो रही है। इसी तरह के हिपोक्रेट्स के कारण
बताइए किसने मारा? आप बताइए किसने मारा कश्मीरी पंडित को? आप बताइए।
मैं कह रहा हूँ लश्कर तोयबा ने मारा। लश्कर तोयबा ने मारा क्योंकि वो कश्मीरी पंडित है। क्योंकि क्यों मारा मैं पूछ रहा हूँ आपको, क्यों मारा? एक कश्मीरी हिंदू को क्यों मारा वकार? बताइए।
ये पाकिस्तान ने, आप कह रहे हैं पाकिस्तान ने मारा, आप कह रहे हैं पाकिस्तान ने मारा।
मैंने अरे आप क्या, व्हाट डू यू मीन? आप क्या पाकिस्तान को क्यों ला? एक मिनट, ऑब्वियसली आपको मैं जो पूछ रहा हूं आप समझने की कोशिश कीजिए। आपको समझने में थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो बताइए, मगर एक्टिंग मत कीजिए, है ना, कि आप समझ नहीं पा रहे। आपको मैं बहुत क्लियरली बोल रहा हूं, मुझे लगता है राहुल भट्ट को मारा गया, मुझे ही नहीं सबको पता है, राहुल भट्ट को मारा गया क्योंकि वो हिंदू है, इसलिए टारगेट करके एक हिंदू को मारा गया। आपको ये एक्सेप्ट क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे? आप जैसे हिपोक्रेट एक्सेप्ट क्यों नहीं कर पाते?
मैं एक्सेप्ट 30 सेकंड में मैं जवाब दे देता हूं। मुझे भी लगता है कि राहुल पंडित को, हिंदू को किसी ने सियासी फायदे के लिए मारा है, क्योंकि वो कश्मीरी पंडित एक हिंदू है और अभी कश्मीर फाइल्स 300 करोड़ कमा चुकी है, तो उसके लिए उसको मार के बलि का बकरा बनाया गया अगले चुनाव जीतने के लिए। 2024 के चुनाव जीतना है, हिंदू मुस्लिम करना है जो भारत में हो रहा है, तो इसके पीछे साजिश हो सकती है। और मैं डिमांड करता हूं कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजेस हाई लेवल की एक जांच करें और पता करें इसके पीछे कौन सी सियासी जमात है, आतंकी ग्रुप है कौन नहीं है।
आप, मुझे लगता है आप डरपोक भी है। एक तो आप झूठ बोलते हैं, उसके साथ साथ आप एक बहुत डरपोक इंसान भी है, क्योंकि आप इतना नहीं कह पा रहे कि राहुल भट्ट है को मारा गया क्योंकि वो कश्मीरी हिंदू है। अशोक पंडित कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आपको?
मुसलमान 99% मारे जा रहे हैं जनाब, हिंदू 1% मारा जा रहा है। आप क्यों नहीं बोलते कि मुसलमान को मारने वाले भी आतंकवादी हैं? बोलिए, आप क्यों डरते हैं? अर्नब साहब आप क्यों बुजदिली करते हैं? आप भी बोले जो मुसलमान मरते हैं उनको मारने वाले भी आतंकवादी हैं, बोलिए आप भी।
अर्नब
अशोक पंडित,
अर्नब ये जो भी शख्स है ये इंसान है। हमारे कश्मीरी हिंदुओं की जितनी भी हत्याएं हुई हैं पिछले 32 साल में जितनी भी कश्मीरी हत्या हुई है वो इसीलिए हुई है कि वो कश्मीरी हिंदू है, वो इसलिए मारा गया क्योंकि वो कश्मीरी हिंदू है, वो हिंदुस्तानी है और वो हिंदुस्तान के झंडे को सलाम करता है।
आप जैसे लोग आग लगाने के लिए बैठे हुए हैं, महाराष्ट्र से हिंदू मुस्लिम कर रहे हैं, आपने मारा है राहुल भट्ट को। आप जैसे लोगों ने, आप जैसे रेडिकल्स लोगों ने मारा है राहुल भट्ट को।
किसी का मकान नहीं जलाया, कश्मीरी हिंदू ने आज तक किसी पे हाथ नहीं उठाया, कश्मीरी हिंदू ने आज तक किसी को गाली नहीं दी,
आपने मारा है, आपने राहुल पंडित को मारा है,
कश्मीरी हिंदू को इसलिए मारा जाता है
नफरत
क्योंकि
पैदा
वो
कर रही है।
हिंदुस्तान का
आपने मारा है,
कश्मीर में एक प्रेजेंस है,
आपने मारा है,
स्थापना है कश्मीर में।
अशोक पंडित जैसे लोगों ने मारा, अनपढ़ खेल जैसे लोगों ने मारा है।
ये चाहते हैं कि कश्मीर का हिंदू कश्मीर में नहीं रहे, हिंदुस्तान का प्रेजेंस कश्मीर में नहीं रहे। ये वो लोग हैं जो टेररिस्टों को सपोर्ट करते हैं, ये वो लोग हैं जिन्होंने टेररिस्टों को सपोर्ट किया, ये वो लोग हैं जिन्होंने टेररिस्टों के साथ मिलके हमारा जेनोसाइड किया, ये वो लोग हैं, ये वकार उनमें से ही है जो कभी भी किसी भी टेररिस्ट के आगे।
No, we'll have to give me an opportunity. One minute. Ashok Pandit, आज today I also have with me Abid Mir Magami. I also have with me Abid Mir Magami of the Congress Party joining us from Badgam.
एक टेररिस्ट आया, इस्लामिक फंडामेंटल आया, उसने मेरे भाई की हत्या की आज, उसने हत्या किया उसके दफ्तर में वहां बैठकर, वो दफ्तर में काम कर रहा था,
नागपुर से आया, महाराष्ट्र से आया,
ये आतंकवादी
दिल्ली से आया, कहां से आया?
ये बातें कर रहे हैं लोग।
जब मुस्लिम मारे तो किस टेररिज्म ने मारा होता है?
एक माँ के हाथ से, बाप के हाथ से, उसका बेटा
से क्या हो जाएगा? शर्म मिटाने से क्या हो जाएगा? फिल्में बनाने से क्या हो जाएगा? फिल्म 300 करोड़ की बना के राहुल भट्ट को मरवा दिया आपने।
सियासत की बात कर रहे हैं,
आपने राहुल भट्ट को
ये सियासत की बात कर रहे हैं, सियासत।
फिल्म बना के
अरे बोलो आतंकवादी ने मारा है, तुम्हारे साथी ने मारा है, शर्म आनी चाहिए तेरे को। अरे 300 करोड़ की ऐसी तूने मेरे भाई को मारा है, तूने मेरे भाई को मारा है,
की एक्टिंग करते
तूने मेरे परिवार को मारा है, तूने हमें गोली मारी है, 5 गोली से मारा है
घोड़े तूने मारा है, तू घोड़ा था इसलिए तुम्हारे जैसे लोगों ने मरवाया है, तुमने मरवाया, तुम्हें शर्म आनी चाहिए, तुम्हें शर्म आनी चाहिए, तुझे शर्म आनी चाहिए फिल्मों के नाम पे कश्मीरी।
No, the fact is, this whole group and Gaurav Arya is also on the debate. You see, Gaurav, one minute. You see, Gaurav and Iftikhar Misgar are on the debate. I just want to point out today that today Mehbooba Mufti was tweeting videos saying that the killing can be used to malign Muslims across the country. Nobody is doing that. But why won't Mehbooba Mufti call it a targeted terror attack on a Hindu? What changes if she accepts that? Gaurav, why won't Mehbooba Mufti admit that a Hindu Pandit was identified for being a Hindu and then shot dead? Why won't she say that those responsible for the attack are terrorists? She won't even say that. She won't even say Rahul was killed for being a Hindu. She won't even say that it's a haunting reminder of the 1990 Hindu genocide. She won't say that, almost as if she will become a different person if she says that. And people like Iftikhar Misgar, they won't even call out Pakistan. And people like Waqar Bhatti, who keep saying today ki Bharat, Bharat, Bharat ki baat, I don't know which citizen he thinks he's a country of, which country he thinks he's a citizen of. Iftikhar Misgar, you see, your kind of hypocrisy has to stop now. You are a classical hypocrite.
Arnab,
Iftikhar,
Arnab,
allow me.
Arnab,
Allow me. You are a classical hypocrite, and people like you won't even thank the forces today for neutralizing the terrorists. Why don't you say that you are celebrating that the terrorists who killed Rahul have been killed? Why don't you just say, let us celebrate the killing of the terrorists? Just say that. Just say that for me, please. I want to know where you stand. I want to know where you stand. Gaurav, please. I want to know where you stand.
Let me tell you where do I stand, and let me make you aware of the things. Where do you stand? See, you people, when abrogation of Article 370 article happened, you people danced in the roadside that everything is now all well in Kashmir. See, it's not about Kashmiri Muslim or Kashmiri.
Why are you a terrorist supporter? Why do you say? One minute, Iftikhar, 1 minute. I'm asking you a counter. Please allow me. I'm asking you a counter. Please allow me. Please allow me. Please allow me the counter. Please allow me the counter. I am asking you something. Don't speak till I speak, please. Don't speak till I speak, please. You see, I'll tell you the definition of a coward. Okay, a coward is a person like you, and I'll tell you why. In fact, not a person like you. I am calling you a coward on national television because you are using that an attack by some jihadis. You are using an attack by jihadis on an innocent man. You are using a communal attack to justify a political position on 370. Shame on you. Shame on you. There's no greater coward like you or Mehbooba Mufti.
Because the people like you are now. You have power to find support because of the people like who have made the movie, what you call Kashmir Files. You have inspired. You have burned the Kashmir again. Kashmiris are dying. It is not about Kashmiri Muslims and Kashmiri Hindus. It's about a Kashmiri, common Kashmiri. And you people are cherishing it. You people are enjoying it. Because you have a political goal. You have a political strategy. Don't play with our blood. Don't play with our innocent people. Come on, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Till yesterday, everything was normal. Where is governor? See, I'm a common man. I enter my house by 5 o'clock in the evening. Do you know why? Because things are not good outside.
I want to tell you one thing. I want to tell you one thing. I want to tell you one thing. You are not just now, Iftikhar, if you stop shouting, I will say something and hand it over to my brother Gaurav to respond to you. First of all, you calm down and don't shout so much. Your BP will go up. I know that I have exposed you before millions of people today, but I have only started exposing you.
And you want me to calm down? Arnab, you're sitting in Mumbai, I'm sitting in
I have called you a coward on television. Yes, I have.
I decided pinches. I am not Sushil Pandit. I am not this Pandit ji who is cherishing his life in Mumbai. I am in Kashmir. We are suffering. My Pandit brother was in Kashmir. He was killed in Kashmir. Come on, don't teach me outside and don't assess things from Mumbai and Delhi.
And by the way, Iftikhar, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you, stop this outside thing. Huh? You are also in India and I am also in India. Okay, so I'll tell you, just hold your language, learn to talk properly, don't behave like an anti-national on television. Today, I'll tell you, SS Sriram is in Chennai. He is also in India and you are also in India. And SS Sriram feels more for Kashmir being in Chennai than a hypocrite like you does. Now let me complete my question. People like you, Iftikhar, are taking the kerosene and pouring it on the flame, thinking it will not enter your house. Let me tell you, your house will also not be spared by the flame that you are igniting. Now, Gaurav, I don't know how these people sleep well at night. But what they essentially have been doing is, every time a Kashmiri Hindu is killed, a security forces personnel is killed, they say, oh, you know what? It proves 370 should not have been removed.
Of course.
Yeah. So you use the killings. You use the killings to prove your political point, you coward, you hypocrite, you double-faced Janus.
It should have not been promoted by Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. What was the fun of promoting a movie?
Yes, absolutely. What is your problem with the movie? You can't sleep well at night after watching it. I say watch it every day. Understand that, Iftikhar? A person like you, आप जैसे और वकार जैसे लोगों को ना कश्मीर फाइल हर दिन दिखने चाहिए थी. You should watch it every night so you realize who you are supporting and who you are playing around with.
अर्नब, आप जैसे लोग और विवेक अग्निहोत्री जैसे, अशोक पंडित जैसे लोगों ने ही तो कश्मीर के हालात खराब किए हुए हैं. तभी तो लोग मरे जा रहे हैं और आपकी दुकानें चल रही हैं, मीडिया भी चल रहा है, बीजेपी भी चल रही है, आरएसएस भी चल रही है. नाचो नाचो हमारी जानू की जान पे.
आपको एक बात बताऊं, शर्म नहीं आती आपको वकार? एक मिनट, मैं और एक बोलता हूं इसको, मैं इनको बोलता हूं आज. अशोक पंडित, वकार मेरी बात सुन लो, एक मिनट यार, चिल्लाओ मत. वकार मेरी बात सुनो यार, मेरी बात सुनो, पहली बात सुनो.
सुनाओ.
सुन लो, और मैं जब तक बात खत्म नहीं करूं ना, आप चुप रहिए. बात यह है, गौरव, इन्होंने बोले कि किसी की दुकान चल रही है.
फिर मेरी भी सुनिए.
ये है वकार भट्टी. इन्होंने दुकान खोली हुई है और दुकान का नाम है जम्मू एंड कश्मीर सोशियो पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविस्ट मूवमेंट. ऐसे हजारों ये लोग दुकान खोलते हैं इधर उधर, अपने दे सेल देयर वेयर्स, है ना. जम्मू और कश्मीर के नाम पे ये लोग इनके अपनी दुकान चलाते हैं, अपनी लाइफ चलाते हैं, और दिल्ली में बैठ के ये दुकान चलाते हैं. और हमको बोलते हैं, जब इनको एक्सपोज किया जाए अशोक पंडित टेलीविजन पर ना, तब ये बोलता है, अरे चुप, आप एक मिनट आप बैठिए ना चुपचाप. आप भी इंडिया में, मैं भी हूं. आप वहां पे ना ज्यादा ये एक्टिविस्ट वाला ये एक्टिंग करना बंद कीजिए. अशोक पंडित, नाउ आई एम टेलिंग हिम, इन्होंने दुकान खोल के रखी है. मैं इनको कह रहा हूं, राहुल भट्ट वाज ही किल्ड फॉर बीइंग अ हिंदू. मुंह नहीं खोल पा रहे, कुछ कह नहीं पा रहे, कुछ खोल नहीं पाए, तब से 15 मिनट से इधर उधर की बात कर रहे हैं. What are you talking about? Gaurav and Ashok Pandit are on the debate. Zero tolerance, I say, ladies and gentlemen. We need to have a counter movement. Gaurav is on the debate. Gaurav is on the debate. Gaurav and Ashok Pandit are on the debate. Gaurav first. Gaurav.
अच्छा, मैं एक बात, अच्छा,
अमीर के अमीर होते जा रहे हैं.
अच्छा,
आपके एनजीओ को फंड कौन करता है भाई साहब? आपके एनजीओ को, गौरव इनको पूछिए, इनकी जो एक्टिविस्ट मूवमेंट है इसकी फंडिंग कहां से आती है, इनको पूछिए आज, आस्क हिम।
मैं इनसे 2-3 बातें,
और बाय द वे आई वांट हिम टू वाइप हिज स्माइल ऑफ हिज फेस, अदरवाइज आई विल थ्रो हिम आउट ऑफ द प्रोग्राम। इनके लिए ना, look at him sipping coolly, sipping his cola, smiling. I am going to throw him out of the program right now because he does not have the basic sensitivity to show. Are you seeing his face, Ashok? The man is laughing, smiling, sipping a cola. First you take that straw and that cola out of your hands. Learn to behave decently when you're on national television. And on a serious subject like this, God, Ashok Pandit, I think we'll have to throw him out of the program. We'll have to throw him out of the program.
Throw out in the show.
एक मिनट, अर्नब,
Sir,
can I
throw
say
him out.
something?
We are mourning today.
Arnab, एक मिनट,
We have lost
hold on,
Rahul
hold on.
Bhatt. We are mourning
एक मिनट,
the death of Rahul Bhatt. This show is mourning the death, the killing, the murder of a Kashmiri Pandit. We can't make a fun of it. It's a murder. It's a killing. This man, if he's making fun of it, he doesn't deserve. This terrorist supporter doesn't deserve to be in this show. He is a terrorist supporter. He's a terrorist, and throw him out of the show. I don't want to.
I'll have to throw him out of the show.
This man is a terrorist supporter. This man is a terrorist supporter.
I'll have to throw him out of the show right now.
This man who's a terrorist supporter, he's ashamed. He's shameful. Just throw him out. We are condoning. We are sad about the death of Rahul Bhatt.
And these
It's a sad moment for us. It is a sad moment for the entire community. It is a sad moment for the entire family of his. We have lost a young 35-year-old guy who was killed, who was martyred for no fault of his. And today, our Kashmiri Pandits were tear gas shells were fired on us. We are on a crossroad, Arnab. We are on a crossroad. We don't know where to go.
Iftikhar is responding,
Arnab. Kashmiri Pandits is absolutely a crossroad. We have suffered the worst genocide, and today tear gas shells were fired on us. Water cannon was fired on us. I demand the sacking and suspension of all those people who had taken this call of doing this act.
For 5 minutes and have two, at least you will, your tears will roll down for 2 minutes. Can't you do that? Don't do this drama, Ashok Pandit. Your shop is running on this business. Come on. Too much of this. Too much of hypocrisy from your side.
A terror supporter, just mind your language. Just mind your language.
We are
just
suffering.
mind your language, you terrorist. You terrorist supporter. Just mind your language. Just mind your language. I'll rip you off. I'll rip you off. I'll rip you off. You're a terror supporter. You're a terrorist. You're a terrorist and you're a terror supporter. You're a terrorist and you're a terror supporter. And mind your language. Who are you? Who are you? You're a terrorist supporter.
You have been thrown away the Kashmiri Pandits today.
You are a terror supporter. I don't care for you. I don't care for you. I don't need your certificate. You have killed us. You have raped us. You have murdered us. You have thrown us out of the house. You have.
I just want to come in for a moment, and I want to tell Irfan Hafiz Loan and Sanju Verma is on the debate as well. I want to tell all the people today, all the people like you, Irfan Hafiz Loan, you know, because not speaking against the terrorist, you say you are a Gandhian, you are not a Gandhian at all. You are a fake Gandhian, Irfan Hafiz Loan. Every time I meet you, you say I follow Gandhi. You don't at all. You believe in violence. For if you had, listen to me, for if you had, 1 minute Mr. Loan, if you had not believed in violence, you must not back the killers with complicity. You see, hypocrites have blood on their hands.
See, I am not a soulless monster coward like you. We condemn every killing. My heartfelt condolences to Rahul's family. And let me tell you, we feel pain of every killing. And I'm not a monster like you. When a family in Srinagar, Altaf's family, who was an innocent, declared by the state government that he is innocent, who got killed by the government side, and his family was made to move from pillar to post to get the decent burial for Altaf, his family, and you maintained criminal silence. thereby meaning you're a coward, you're a soulless person.
And therefore, let me tell you. First of all, Irfan Hafiz loan. You have always been quite spineless. You have been quite spineless and opportunistic in the political positions that you have taken. Allow me to describe you in more appropriately. You have always been. One minute. Listen to me now. Listen. Okay, don't get excited. Okay, I am telling you, Farooq Abdullah should not have any security. Do you agree with me or not?
Comforts of the modern life.
Yeah.
We people are dying here. We are subjected to the brutalities and atrocities. You are enjoying your life.
Which brutality have you been subjected to? Tell Gaurav, which you are in the Paleolithic age. Which brutality have you been subjected to? Which brutality have you been subjected to? The brutalities Kashmiri Pandits have been subjected to, you know, not people like you. You are the privileged set of people in Kashmir. Gaurav Alia will respond to you. You are just a supporter. You're just, you people like you don't even have the guts to say that Mehbooba, Mufti and Omar should not get their Z+ security anymore. When Rahul Bhatt and people like Rahul Bhatt are being left to killed and to be threatened in their own homes.
Kashmir problem, Kashmir issue, the destruction, the bloodshed is the problem. Why you bring Mehbooba? She is too small a person to be in this.
One minute. Okay, Sanju is on the debate. Sanju on the left. Sanju on the left. What Kashmir issue? What Kashmir issue? What Kashmir issue?
Shimla agreement. We fought 3 wars.
Oh, go to hell, man. Shimla agreement. Please, for God's sake, Shimla agreement. Trying to make Pakistan a party to this. Forget your old broken record, man. Stop trying to build your own career.
May I please?
As if the Pakistan ever stood by the Shimla agreement. You're such a hypocrite. Even right now, you're trying to bring Pakistan into this discussion. On a day when Pakistani-backed jihadis have killed Rahul Bhatt, you're trying to bring in Pakistan through the discussion. Why? Your benefactors in Islamabad will be happy. I want Sanju to respond to you. Sanju, these are the kind of people who profit from terrorism.
You're not about the law. Government of India
he
has
heard
recognized
this man. I cannot scream over him. Can you please ask this man to keep quiet? I cannot scream over him. Okay, Mr. Lone, I heard you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Lone, we heard you. Thank you so much. I just want to say first things first, unconditional condolences to Rahul Bhatt's family. I saw his spouse and his father earlier on your channel, Arnab. And, what is painful is the fact that there are certain elements, and I'm not going to mince words today, who are still willing to give intellectual cover fire to terror and to terrorists. While our brave hearts in Kashmir have done a great job in neutralizing three terrorists, I want to say one thing. Each time there is a question that is asked as to what has the Modi government done? And I'm trying to stuff things under the carpet. I will say this. Does more need to be done? Yes, of course. But if you try and say nothing has been done, you're being absolutely untrue.
Let me finish. Under the present regime.
Arnab, this is not the way to debate.
Let him complete. Shriram is yet to come in. 1 minute. Sanju, 1 minute. Shriram also wants to come in on that. Shriram wants to come in also right now. I'm getting another voice in, and Irfan Hafiz not 1 minute. Shriram, I'm going to come back to you, Sanju. Shriram.
Arnab, I first congratulate our forces to have, gunned down these pigs, and these animals are down. But I'm really worried for my Kashmiri Pandits, and I think the government, they are trying to instill a sense of fear for Kashmiri Pandits to come back to Kashmir. This is something is really, really bothering, and I'm sure we must take care and ensure that these people live with honor in our own country, and they are well settled back in Kashmir. That should be a topmost priority of the government today.
Come on, you hypocrite. Kashmiri Pandit. What do you mean by Kashmiri Pandit? Why can't you say Kashmiri? Do you know that Kashmiri Muslim was also killed today?
You are really an hypocrite who just don't have sense, who don't have remorse to have having killed our own people. You want to chase them away time and again. How long can you guys keep licking the Pakistani boots? And you want to live in our country with our money, and you guys want to lick the Pakistani boots. Shame on you for not allowing our Hindu Pandits to come back to Kashmir and live a honorable life. It's absolutely shame on you.
Family is suffering. Do you know why his father was working? What do you know about Kashmiri Pandit who was killed today? Come on, don't.
Where was his father working?
Does it matter?
No, 1 minute, 1 minute. Where was his father working? 1 minute. Iftikhar, don't shout in that comic way. You tell me, where was his father working? Tell me. No, 1 minute. 1 minute. Gaurav, did you hear that? This fellow Iftikhar said something. Do you know where his father was working? No, 1 minute. You be quiet now, Iftikhar. Okay? Where was his father working? Iftikhar, tell me.
His father was working in a police department and has worked with Ali Muhammad Sagar as a PSO. Okay?
Yeah, so 1 minute, you hypocrite, listen to me. What do you mean by saying, do you know where his father was working? I'm so proud that his father was working in the police. What did you try to say?
No, and he is a friend to the Kashmiri Pandit. He doesn't know anything about his family.
No, I'm asking you, what is wrong? What is wrong if his father was working in the police? I'm damn proud of that. Are you taking the jihadi line there? What do you mean? Do you know where his father was working and working with the security forces wrong? How dare you talk like that? What did you mean by saying, do you know where his father was working? What did you mean, do you know where his father was working? And now
you are teaching me?
Yes, I'm teaching you because I want you to say on television right now that Yasin Malik should be hanged. Wipe the smile off your face. You look foolish.
Yasin Malik has been released by Congress government. Do you know that? Yasin Malik has a tremendous meetings with the Prime Minister of India. Do you know that? Yasin Malik did the strategical alliance with the government of India when the Congress government was there. Do you know that?
Listen, you uninformed man, you utterly uninformed man. All that I know is that Yasin Malik killed Kashmiri Pandits and has confessed for his terrorist activities. And you, if you have the slightest ounce of courage, guts or honor, will say that Yasin Malik should be hanged. But every time I ask you a question, you end up exposing yourself more.
This is not, Arnab. This is not
No, there's no point complaining. Gaurav, are you seeing that? I want this kind of, I'm tired of this kind of hypocrisy, Gaurav. I'm just tired, sick and tired of it.
I want to come in for a minute, Arnab. Just 1 minute. I want to tell everybody, Vakar Bhatti is not here, Arnab, and I just want to tell everybody who's here, just one small thing. They say that when a Kashmiri Pandit was killed, Arnab is, this huge program and all that, and when Muslims were killed, that's not true. Arnab, I have been part of at least 12 or 13 such programs in which Kashmiri Muslims were killed. Remember that Kashmiri Muslim policeman who was killed when he was, my phone is got disconnected, I think.
Yeah, go on, I can hear you. Sorry, I just lost the phone line there with him, but I'm going to reconnect him in just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. And in the meantime, Sanju's make a comeback. Stop laughing, first of all. I'll tell you one thing. Iftikhar Miskat, there's nothing to laugh about, okay? There's nothing to laugh about. You're showing your insensitivity by laughing. I'm warning you not to stop. Wipe that horrible smirk off your face. Do you understand that? You Bitta Karate supporter. You Yasin Malik supporter. You Masarat Alam supporter. Do you understand that? Do you understand what I'm telling you? And Sanju wants to say something to you. Sanju.
Yeah, please. What kind of debate is this? You don't even raise these lumber elements. I'm going to see more of this man. I've been waiting patiently for the last 30 odd minutes.
Audio, yeah, improve the audio, huh? Yeah. Go on, please. Yeah, it's better now. Yeah. Let her speak, yeah. Come on now, the audio is not very clear. Yeah, if you can hold your mic and speak, please, because it becomes clearer then. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Please, I heard you. Now you please hold your horses. Don't keep heckling the other panelists. First and foremost, there was a man here on your panel, I think it was, Mr. Lone, who said that Altaf Ahmed Bhatt was killed whereas he was not a terrorist. This happened in Hyderpora. I'm talking about the Hyderpora encounter, and I remember after the Hyderpora encounter in December 2021, I was in a debate on your channel, Arnab, where the National Conference spokesperson said that thanks to the LG and thanks to the Modi government, innocent Muslims are being hounded. Whereas now, the SIT, which was heading the Hyderpora encounter probe, has said, the Kashmir DIG has said, Altaf Ahmed Bhatt was indeed a terrorist. His accomplice, Dr. Mudassar Gul, was indeed a terrorist. His accomplice, Amir Magre, was indeed a terrorist. The problem with you guys is to want to give intellectual cover fire to terrorists, and then you sit here on television shows and give a lecture on propriety to the Modi government. That is as hypocritical as one can get. I also want to tell you one thing. Do you have the guts to say Bharat Mata Ki Jai? No. Do you have the guts to openly condemn Yasin Malik, who has now pleaded guilty to sedition, criminal conspiracy and terrorism charges? No. You will still hail the likes of Sarat Alam, you will hail the likes of Vikta Karate, you will hail the likes of Yasin Malik, and then you will ask, what has the Modi government done? The problem so much is not Lashkar-e-Toiba. The problem is internal. The problem is people like you. The problem is people like you. The problem is people like Vakar Bhatti. These are people who pretend to be educated, pretend to be on the right side of the fence, pretend to have a humanitarian side to them. But at the drop of a hat, they don't mind supporting jihad.
We don't
and
want
jihadi.
any certificate from you. You're
Yes,
too small a
you
person
don't
to issue
deserve any
certificate.
certificate.
Denial
All you
of
do
it.
is come on Republic TV
Denial
shows
of decent
seconds of
burial,
pain.
funeral is
The
the
fact
mother
is
of
that the
all
Modi
human
government
rights
is now
violations.
normalizing
Have some shame.
Kashmir.
Have some
After
shame.
the abrogation
Even
of
if
Article
Altaf was not
270,
innocent,
Kashmir is
nevertheless,
returning
he was
to
deserving
normalcy.
the decent burial.
Stone
His
pelting
family was
incidents
No,
are down.
I must, the problem often has been, about duplicity. I'd like to get Abid Mir Magami on the debate, please. I'd like to get Abid Mir Magami on the debate along with Ashok Pandit once again. Mr. Magami, today we saw those pictures where there was tear gas shelling, and you're from Badgam, and there was there were stun grenades thrown at the Kashmiri Pandit protesters. I want to know whether you were part of those protests, Mr. Magami. Since you are in Badgam and you came to be a leader of the Congress, were you part of those protests with your Kashmiri Pandit brothers and sisters? And if not, then why not?
Definitely, I am with Kashmiri. Yeah, definitely. Whether it is Kashmiri Muslim, whether it is Kashmiri Hindus, we are same. First of all, I strongly condemn this act of neck terrorism sponsored by Pakistan.
Were you protesting with the Kashmiri Pandit brothers and sisters, please? Were you there?
No, we are with Kashmiri Pandits.
No, you are with them. Were you protesting with them today?
Of course we are protesting.
Were you in the protest? Were you in the protest? When they
Why
faced...
we are in debate?
No, were you
Were
you in the protest? No, I'm asking you, were you in the protest with them, and if not, why not? Why were you not there with the Kashmiri Pandit protesters? Kashmiri Hindu protesters, why were they protesting alone? Why were you not with them?
For your kind information, we are with Kashmiri Pandits.
No, don't give me lines. I'm asking you, were you in the protest? You're not understanding the question. Of course you understand. Ashok, he understands the question.
Of course I'm in Badgam. I live in Badgam.
Yeah, so it would have taken you 5 minutes to go and protest with your Kashmiri Pandit brothers and sisters. Why didn't you? Are you afraid of jihadis?
Definitely,
You're afraid.
Definitely I am with.
He won't do that. Ashok, why won't he do that? Tell him.
No, I am not afraid.
Because it doesn't suit
for
them.
your kind information, I am not afraid.
It doesn't suit them. It doesn't suit them. They will not do that. It's only lip movement. It is only the lip service they believe in. I am with Kashmiri Pandit. We want Kashmiri Pandits to come back, but we will allow them to kill them.
Just keep your mouth shut.
It's a farce.
Don't be like
It's a farce. It's a farce. It's a farce which these politicians and political parties have played with us. These are the people who have always played games with us. They've always spoke lies to us. The question which you are asking him, he's not answering that. Why was he not on the streets? Why was it not there on the streets and telling the police guys and all those people that don't fire?
Why weren't you there?
Shells? Why was it not there? Why was it not leading the protest? Why was it not with Kashmiri Pandits? And it would have been other way around. If it would have been other way around, this man would have been leading the protest.
Where are you, Ashok?
Would have been there.
Where are you, Ashok?
Politicians of
Where are you?
Conference would
Just
have been
tell me,
there.
where are you?
Politicians of PDP
Where
would have
are you
been there.
sitting right
but
now?
these people sitting
Where are you
home
sitting right
are
now?
saying that
Just
yes,
tell me.
we are with Kashmiri
You
Pandits.
just tell me,
If
where
they
are
would
you
have
sitting
been- If they would
right now?
have been with Kashmiri Pandits,
You are in Mumbai or you are in Delhi.
then Rahul Bhatt would have not been killed.
Don't be like
If
folks.
they would
Don't be
have
like
been with
folks.
Kashmiri Pandits, Ajay Pandita would have not been killed. If they would have been with Kashmiri Pandits, Lasakal would have not been killed. If they would have been with Kashmiri Pandits,
it's a government failure. You know, it's a government failure. Government has failed again to maintain the law and order. Government has failed again to protect the Kashmiri Pandits.
If they would have been Kashmiri
Don't
Pandits,
be like fools.
terrorism
It's a
would have
government
not been there
failure.
in Kashmir.
BJP
If they would have
failed
been
again.
Kashmiri Pandits,
Again BJP
Kashmiri
failed.
Pandits would have returned back by now. If they would have been with Kashmiri Pandits, we would have not been killed continuously. We would have not been murdered continuously if they would have been with Kashmiri Pandits. It's a drama. They are performers. They keep on acting. These political leaders, these people from political parties in Kashmir have always played with our emotions. They've always backstabbed
Iftikhar
us.
on the right.
They've always cheated us. And they
Ashok,
continue to do
don't play
that.
politics. Don't play.
They continue to do that, Arnab.
No, I say take away all security for Mehbooba Mufti. Iftikhar, I say that, Gaurav, and I think it's time we do that. I think it's time we do that so that they understand what the threat of the jihadi terrorists is. Iftikhar, wait a minute. You know what? For someone like you, you are a Masarat Alam supporter, and therefore, because of that reason, you are a Hafiz Saeed supporter. Why don't you say hang Masarat Alam? Because he supports Hafiz Saeed, right? So why don't you say that? Let me see. Let me see you say that. Come on, gather some courage now. Come on, gather some courage.
He is not going to say. He is not going to say anything.
He won't say.
He is not going to say anything.
He won't say.
क्यों भाई गला सूख गया?
गला सूख गया, बिल्कुल सूख गया. चेहरा देखो ना इसका.
क्यों? डर लग रहा है?
चेहरे को देखिए.
डर लग रहा है? एक बार मुस्कुरा दो.
कश्मीर में बैठा हूँ.
एक बार मुस्कुरा. अरे सर कश्मीर में बैठे. कश्मीर यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका है. सुन एक मिनट भाई साहब सुनो. ये कश्मीर वाली धौंस. ये कश्मीर वाली धौंस किसी और को देना. ये कश्मीर वाली धौंस किसी और को देना. ठीक है. जब डायपर पहनते थे ना, तब मेजर कश्मीर में हथियार लेके घूमता था. डायपर पहनते थे जब. ये धौंस किसी और को देना कश्मीर की. ठीक है. और ये मत पूछना अशोक पंडित से सुनो मेरी बात. अशोक पंडित से ये मत पूछो कि वो बॉम्बे में है. अशोक पंडित को ये मत बोलो कि वो बॉम्बे में है. ये पूछो कि वो क्यों बॉम्बे में है. क्योंकि तुम जैसे जिहादियों ने उसको मारा है. इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ यू जिहादीज. मुझे चूरन मत देना कश्मीर का. मुझे चूरन मत देना. ठीक है. मैं हर महीने वहीं पे बैठा रहता हूँ भाई. मुझे कश्मीर की स्टोरी मत सुनाओ. ये किसी और को सुनाना. सुनो एक मिनट भाई. तुमसे ज्यादा कश्मीर देखा है यार. कम ऑन हैव अ हार्ट. मुझे गौरव आर्या को सिखा रहे हो कश्मीर के बारे में.
गौरव आर्या louder please. गौरव आर्या louder.
हाँ तो भाई क्या बात मुझे सिखा रहे हो. ये जो अभी वकार भट्टी. एक मिनट मेरी बात सुनो. ये जो वकार भट्टी अभी बोल कर गया कि अर्नब गोस्वामी जब हिंदू मरता है तब शो करता है, मुसलमान मरता है शो नहीं करता. अर्नब गोस्वामी ने दर्जन भर की शो तो मेरे सामने करी है जिसमें मैं था. जब किसी कश्मीरी मुसलमान भाई को गोली लगी थी अर्नब गोस्वामी ने शो करी है. और ये वकार एक मिनट सुनो. मेरी बात सुनो मेरे भाई. मेरी बात सुनो. हौसला रखो थोड़ा सा. हौसला रखो. जो एक मिनट हौसला रखो. मेरी बात सुन लो. डर क्यों रहे हो? गला सूख गया. पानी पी लो. गला सूख गया तो भाई गला सूख गया. पानी पी लो. ये जो बोल रहा था अशोक पंडित को, वकार भट्टी अशोक पंडित को भगोड़ा बोल रहा था. वकार भट्टी तो खुद जम्मू का रहने वाला है. अरे वकार भट्टी थोड़ा कश्मीरी है. वकार भट्टी रजौरी का रहने वाला है. वो वाजवान नहीं खाता, राजमा खाता है. वो जम्मू का है. क्या बात कर रहे हो? आप मुझे बता रहे हो. मुझे कश्मीर का चूरन मत खिलाओ. सुनो सर, कश्मीर का चूरन मैं खिलाता हूं लोगों को. आप मुझे मत खिलाओ कश्मीर का चूरन. प्लीज डोंट टेल मी. हम कश्मीर में बैठे हैं. बिग डील. आई हैव सीन मोर कश्मीर देन यू. मैंने आपसे ज्यादा कश्मीर देखा भाई साहब. आप बाय बर्थ कश्मीरी होंगे ना. आप जन्म से कश्मीरी हो. मैं कर्म से कश्मीरी हूँ. आई एम कश्मीरी. मैं कर्म से कश्मीरी हूँ. ठीक है. मैंने तुमसे ज्यादा कश्मीर देखा है. मुझे कश्मीर मत सिखाओ. दो मेजर को मत सिखाओ. कश्मीर का चूरन मत देगा मेजर को. ठीक है, ये सर्टिफिकेट मेजर का है, मेजर देता है सर्टिफिकेट, तुम जैसे लोग नहीं देते, तुम्हें पता ही नहीं कश्मीर के बारे में कुछ। You are just Kashmiri by birth, you know zero.
No, Iftikhar Misgar. No. We need. You know, the fact is, people like Iftikhar Misgar have got away with this for too long. You know, Iftikhar Misgar, people like you. Then people like Irfan Hafiz Loan, who says he's a Gandhian but does not speak against jihadis. People like Abid Mir Magami, who says I am with the Kashmiri Pandits, but who sits inside his house and does not even go out to protest because he's so scared of the jihadis. All of you people are basically spineless. You understand that, Mr. Magami?
Only sane voice is Arnab Goswami.
I totally understand. You are in Mumbai. How you know? You are in Mumbai. We are in Kashmir. I am from Ragam.
I can't hear you, Iftikhar. Say it. Yeah, what are you saying, Iftikhar, to me? Say it. Shout louder. Shout. But be careful about your health, huh? You'll burst a nerve today.
I am fine as long as, I am fine as long as the failures of government is not there. See, you were LG, you did not spoke a single word against LG. LG went to Kupwara, did not went to Kashmiri Pandits who were crying and dying. Did you spoke a single word against LG?
First you stop shouting, then I'll tell you what I said. The first 1 hour of my program was where I questioned the policies of the government, and I don't need someone like you to ask me that question, because I have done that. I don't need your encouragement for that. You should watch my program and then you will understand. Okay, then you open your mouth. My question is, you say that hang Nisar Ahmad Dar, who had been a close associate of Salim Pare, responsible for terrorism in Kashmir. You say hang Masarat Alam. You say hang them. What, aren't you a Bitta Karate supporter? What do you feel about Bitta Karate, by the way? Should he not be hanged? Bitta Karate? Farooq Ahmad Dar, your favorite man? Bitta Karate? Raleef, Galeef, Chaleef, who did that? Bitta Karate, no? Bitta Karate, no?
Buildings of poor people down. I have never supported bulldozing the poor people's houses. I have never supported killings. I have never supported...
But I say, Sanju is on the debate. Sanju's back on the debate. Sanju's back on the debate. I'm coming to you, Gaurav, after that. Yes, Sanju.
I have never supported blood.
Just hold your mic closer, please. Thank you, Sanju. Yeah.
Please now, hold your horses. You know, in 2019, when Rifleman Aurangzeb was killed, we all, irrespective of whether we are Hindus, Muslims, cutting across religious, political, ideological loyalties whatsoever, we condemned Rifleman Aurangzeb's killing in 2019. As recently as December 2021, when SPO Fayaz Ahmed Bhatt, a brave policeman in uniform, was gunned down by terrorists, we all condemned the heinous act. The point is, whenever a man in uniform or a civilian is killed, the BJP and sensitive Hindus don't question, acha marne wala kaun tha? But look at the audacity of the likes of a Farooq Abdullah, a Mehbooba, and Omar Abdullah. Even when Mehbooba Mufti went to pay obeisance to the family of ML Bindru, who was killed a couple of months back, or Virendra Paswan, that poor Golgappa seller from Bihar, or for that matter, Rahul Bhatt's heinous killing, Mehbooba, the Abdullahs have always sought to politicize the heinous killings of Kashmiri Hindus, our men in uniform and civilians.
Yeah.
And then they have the audacity to say that it is the BJP which is making the political environment unbearable. उल्टा चोर कोतवाल को डांटे, ये है आप लोगों की हालत. It's like the pot calling the kettle black.
Sanju, better will be if you fix the owners today. Sanju, just fix the owners. Who is responsible? Who is responsible? Don't blame the mainstream people or the commoners of this Kashmir. Please don't blame them.
Did you unequivocally
take the responsibility? From 2014, you have been in the government.
No, you always have a spin.
Please take the responsibility.
You always try and
you are accountable for each and every death here. You need to take the responsibility. You cannot just blame and run away from the facts.
Why should I not blame? When the Hyderpora encounter happened, madam, you were on a debate with
now,
me.
why shouldn't you blame yourself? Why shouldn't you blame yourself? You are the people. You are the people who are at Halabama.
The DIG of Kashmir
you should hang your heads in shame today.
Is a terrorist.
You have not been able to protect our lives.